Hi everyone, Selena here with a market update. And the question I've been getting lately is, are we in a buyer's market? Because they certainly can sense a shift in the market since the summer. And again, that always happens. The last quarter of the year is usually a slower market in comparison to spring and summer. The hottest month of the year was in May. And the way we can gauge whether we're in a buyer's market or a seller's market is based on the supplies or the average days in the market or the supply inventory. So if a house takes 3 months or longer to sell, that's considered a buyer's market. And if a house takes 3 months or less to sell, that's considered a seller's market. Right now, we are at 2.72 months. So not quite the 3-month mark or the 90 days, we're actually at 78 days. But because in May we were at 45 days, and ever since May, every month it grew, the days grew to now, which is at 78 days. It feels like we're shifting. However, to put things in perspective, this same time last year, we were at 80 days in the market. And then the same time the year before, we were just at over 90 days in the market. Meaning that if you put things in perspective, we're fine. But if you just compare it to where we were in May to now, that's why it just feels like a slower market. And that's because it is a slower market. It always slows down in the last quarter of the year. There's simply just less buyers out there. And this is a really busy time for everybody. If the buying of the house is not urgent, people are gonna put it off. And we can all understand that, right? So people usually wait till the beginning of the year, whenever things are more convenient for them. And that's why if you're a seller who's trying to sell right now, you have you're experiencing maybe less showings or just longer days in the market, which is normal for this time of the year. However, if you have a good house and it is priced right, it will sell. It's just gonna take a little longer, that's all. And if you are a buyer, I don't know if you're aware, but when the Federal Open Market Committee met the last week of September, they anticipated an interest rate hike before the year was over. So when that was announced, there was a surge in mortgage applications. So maybe that wish for buyers to get a better interest rate is gonna put a little bit more buyers in the market that we usually get this time of the year. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. If you are either a seller or a buyer or both, and you have questions regarding the things I just said, please call me. I am trying to keep my videos at the 4-minute mark and below. So I have to go, but there's a lot of exciting things I wanna share with you and about the market and how this is a healthy market. And we've been experiencing a lot of really nice low interest rates for the past few years, and it is still historically low, and there's a lot of good deals out there. So give me a call. Bye.